Nice.
You took long enough. But at least everyone's here now. He won't be here, so just leave him be. Oh yeah, take these. A tiny bonus from the conductor to the passenger. Think of it as an investment in your future growth. Okay, everyone, hurry up and find a place to sit down. Try not to be like March, always running around the express like a headless chicken. Pom-Pom's going to start the final preparations for the jump.
The universe. The Astral Express. Eons. Did I get dragged into a science fiction movie or something? This Stellaron thing in my body.
Are you trying to catch the stars? I've done stuff like that before. But it wasn't stars for me, though. It was lights. When I first woke up after being rescued from the ice, I could see clusters of stars in front of me. I reached out for them automatically, but they turned out to be the carriage ceiling lights. The whole crew was watching me. It was pretty embarrassing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Before all this, I was stuck in a huge block of ice drifting through space. Himeko and Mr. Yang and... who was it again? Anyway, they figured out a way to melt the ice and saved me. Who knows? I don't remember anything before that. Who I am, where I'm from, my name, it's like everything was erased from my mind. March 7th was the day they found me, so it stuck. Ever since then, I've been hanging out on this train and following it to whatever destination it decides to stop at. I'm hoping that one day I can find my past. What am I talking about this for? A way to get everyone down, huh? It's fine. I was the one who brought it up. Cheer up! It's not every day someone gets to ride on the Astral Express. Ah, here comes the conductor.
The express has reached a safe distance from the space station. We'll be jumping in about 10 minutes. Return to your seats, please. Both of you! Things could get bumpy.
Thanks, Pom-Pom. But did you really have to come and remind me? I'm not a newbie, you know.
Well, it wouldn't be necessary, but Miss March 7th likes to challenge herself and falls over every time.
That's just called never giving up. Conductor, can I get a juice, please? Thank you!
Hello? Hello, hello? All passengers, please return to your seats. The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
I won't fall over. I won't fall over. I won't fall over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After all those millennia, Is this what Eurilo 6 has become?
Uh-huh. So, that snowy planet is our destination this time?
Yes. Looks like this trailblazing expedition won't be easy.
Spatial readout anomaly. Star rail stability is down to 12%. Schedule alteration. 7-day stopover time extended indefinitely. Indefinitely. Until the anomaly is removed.
Take an ordinary train as an example. It's like the tracks up ahead have suddenly snapped, and the way forward leads straight into a collapsing abyss. The only sensible thing to do would be to brake hard, right?
If we try to force our way ahead, there could be a hefty price to pay.
This again? Don't tell me. It's gotta be.
The results of the preliminary analysis are here. The anomaly stems from a stellaron, as always. Yes, just like the one that's been placed into your body.
Don't worry, it's not the first time our route has been obstructed by a stellaron. Stellarons are clouded in mystery. Even Herta isn't able to fully understand them. But at least we know how to neutralize their influences.
The only thing we can say for sure is that their arrival causes massive changes to civilizations and ecosystems. They also generate distortions in space, such as fragmentums. There must be an inextricable connection between the stellaron we're dealing with here and Eurilo 6 becoming a frozen planet.
Our current theory is that stellarons are seeds of disaster, planted by a certain eon throughout the universe. We can't continue to trailblaze without removing the source of the disaster.
That we've gotta get busy!
I'd like to entrust this trailblazing expedition to March, Dan Heng, and you. The objective is clear. Find the stellaron responsible for the disaster and the spatial distortions, and bring it back to the Express. We'll deal with the rest.
Awesome! We get to work as a team again!
Someone has to stay on the train or Pom Pom will get lonely. Not to mention, Nanook threw us a glance just now. If we're targeted by the Antimatter Legion, then things could go south fast.
So it's still not our turn.
I know you really want to go, but we should give the youngsters a chance to get out there on their own. It'll be a good opportunity for them to bond. March, if you two are ready, why not go and find Dan Heng? He's probably already started collating the ecological data and survey results for Eurilo 6. It's always good to know more about the destination before you start a journey.
Are you doing okay after your first jump? Dizziness or retching are normal reactions. You'll feel better once you get used to it. So you have high compatibility with the Express. That's good. I went through the Express's database, and it seems the environment on Eurilo 6 has undergone drastic changes in the past few centuries. It was not a frozen planet to begin with. He said so? Considering the spatial obstacles that the Star Rail has encountered, it's highly possible. I've conducted a preliminary survey and found that there's one area with a relatively normal temperature on the surface of the planet. By normal, I mean a temperature that just about allows for human survival. If I had to choose a site for initial investigation on this trailblazing expedition, that would be it. As I expected. Before you came, whenever March wanted to go anywhere, Himiko would make Mr. Yang and me go with her. And even after you arrived, I didn't suppose I'd be the one to be liberated of that duty. I assume the trailblazing objective this time is to find the Stellaron on Eurilo 6 and dispel the effect it's exerting on the Star Rail. Right? I see. You should find March. I'll join you two once I'm ready.
Did you talk to Don Hung? How'd it go? Really? I find that hard to believe. Relax. Don Hung and I are experienced trailblazers. We got your back. Well, are you ready? When I first saw this planet, I thought, a world covered in ice. Could it have something to do with my past? Now I can't stop thinking about it. Still, the ice that trapped me was six-phased ice, a very rare substance. I don't think you can find it on your average planet. To be honest, I think I'd be kind of annoyed if I found out this was my home world. It looks freezing. Pretty girls aren't frost resistant.
What? Is there something on my face?
Nah, I was just imagining all the fun we're gonna have here.
I feel sorry for this world. First the Stellaron, and now you.
All right, here comes the Eurilo 6 Trailblaze team.
Eurilo 6. We're here.
It really is one big snowball. Hey, get your own metaphor. Snow as far as the eye can see. Which direction should we take?
Based on the coordinates, the target should be up ahead.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Do you want to mention the time we smashed a hole through Taikian Stadium? Or shall I?
Please stop bringing that up. Let's just say that landings and crowds don't mix.
Unless you enjoy trailblazing through 2 weeks of community service.
I said drop it!
Remember, we should stay vigilant. We know very little about this world.
Calm down. Between the three of us, nothing will stand in our way. I mean, come on. You've got a Stellaron in your body. I have my special six-phased ice powers. And Don Hung, he's got that mysterious past thing going for him. So if people start creating trouble for us, they're gonna regret it. So how long does copycatitis last? Let's go. Braving the unknown? That's the real spirit of trailblazing.
This place still hasn't been corroded, yet Fragmentum monsters have already made it here.
You see that? I think something's moving.
It's just an ordinary snowdrift. Are you sure you're not seeing things?
Of course not. My eyesight's perfect. Come on, let's take a closer look. Hey, get out of there or you'll shiver to death. Holding your breath won't help.
I got this, March. Someone's got their head stuck in the sand, or the snow in this case. They just need a helping hand.
Ouch! My fine fellow, was that really necessary? Is crawling around in the snow a crime these days? I mean, come on, surely. It doesn't warrant a spearing. But then again, how can I blame you? I mean, I caught you off guard. It had to happen. You could even say I deserved it, huh? Besides, I made a gallant group of new friends as a result. Is Captain Japard around? He's an old buddy of mine.
Who?
Wait, you're not Silvermane Guards? Well, why didn't you say so? Turns out we're on the same side after all. Pleasure to meet you. The name's Sampo Koski. Excellent, I'll remember the name. I never thought I'd run into friends from the same line of work out here in this frozen wasteland. Business is bad these days, but fear not, Sampo Koski isn't interested in hoarding. There's more than enough treasure to go around, so let's get rich together. Say, why don't we join forces? I have reliable intel the main strength of the Silvermane Guards is being deployed to the front line. This is a golden opportunity. Come now, friends. I can understand the mistrust, but there's no need for the charade. Then again, I know the rules. Vigilance is the name of the game in our profession. It's my fault for letting my enthusiasm and sincerity get the better of me. Anyway, a meeting like this has to have been written in the stars. Ask me anything you like. I won't skimp on the details. Still make it snappy. You're never more than 10 feet from a Silvermane Guard. Settlement? What a literary turn of phrase. Why, there's only one place in this world where the living still reside. Our beloved Belobog. The further away you get, the dicier things become. The city of preservation, the towering citadel, humanity's last bastion against the eternal freeze. It may sound a bit over the top, but those names are grounded in truth. The only place humans can eke out an existence is behind those impregnable walls. Me? You guys scared me to death. There I was, looking for relics to sell, when all of a sudden you came stomping over. I thought the Silvermane Guards were paying me a visit. Seriously, though, try treading a little lighter next time, huh? If you run into the guards, they won't hide in a snowdrift, and you'll be in a cell before you know it. You really don't know? The Silvermane Guards are Belobog's soldiers, enforcers, and police. Let's just say they're not the most flexible of people, and they like paying visits to folks in our line of work. Seems like you guys really are new to the business. To be young and naive again. How about this? As a senior in the field, which I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I'll give you some free guidance. There are ways of doing things in this profession, and you better get familiar with them. Moving in the shadows, finding the goods, pricing your stock, hiding from the guards. There's an art to all of it.
No need. Why don't you just take us to the city? We don't really know the way.
The city? Already? I haven't even started trading yet. Well, showing you the way is easy enough, Missy, but it would cost. would be my pleasure. Kindness is Sampo Koski's middle name. Follow me, friends, and keep quiet. We don't want to be spotted by the guards.
So why were you hiding from the Silvermane guards?
Yeah, I was just storing a few relics away from prying eyes. Nothing serious. If it weren't for the uncompromising nature of our civil service, there'd be no need for secrecy. So whereabouts you guys from, anyway? I don't mean to pry or anything. I just care about my friends. No pressure. Rule number 7, never leave a footprint. I have my own special technique called invisible snow walking. Helps me throw off pursuers in no time.
Who are they?
You remember the Silvermane guards I mentioned? That's them! Help me, old friends! I don't want to be caught!
It's the suspect and his accomplices. Arrest them!
It's now or never! Over to you, dear friends!
Hey, where do you think you're?
0 points!
Fighting is meaningless.
Got the defense?
Tough luck running into me! Here! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
This is our chance.
Try that again!
I, Depard Landau, captain of the Silvermane Guards, order you to relinquish your futile resistance.
Ugh, that Sampo cheated us all. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Suspect! Relinquish your resistance!
So I'm a criminal, huh? Forget Sampo. Wait until I get my hands on you. My turn. With me out here, how can we lose?
Rules are made to be broken!
This is our chance.
Batter up!
The time is now.
Never stop thinking.
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Let's go.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
In the name of preservation! And the prime suspect? The one with the blue hair?
Apologies, Captain. We lost him during the pursuit. We can't find his footprints.
No matter. We have his accomplices. He'll be close by, plotting his next move.
Yeah, we'd never team up with someone like him. I'm not trying to talk our way out of this, but we're not friends with that scoundrel. Did you see how fast he ditched us? We rescued him from the snow out of the kindness of our hearts. We had no idea he might be using us to get past you. Are you really dumb enough to fall for his...
I'm a captain, not an adjudication panel. As a Belobog citizen, you have the right to defend yourself, but that can only take place under the scrutiny of the architects, not now. Take them away.
But we're not from Belobog.
Photos?
Ah, you're a genius! Great idea! You've probably never seen what your planet looks like, right? I took this one. Behold, Yarilo 6.
You mean to say that this white ball that's here, that's our home? How can that...
It is said that a long time ago, strange visitors from beyond the sky would visit us here. But that after the eternal freeze, the blizzards made passage impossible. And Belobog would cease to witness such arrivals.
But these people are...
This decision is beyond us. If what they say is true, then only the Supreme Guardian may decide their fate. Our job is to present them before her, nothing more. Outsiders, follow me. Belobog lies beyond this blizzard. Welcome to Belobog, the city of preservation.
Hey, it feels like it got a bit warmer.
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Last bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world ablaze. The land was turned to scorched earth, with raging infernos and billowing towers of smoke stretching beyond the horizon. In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without warning. Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards which buried the invading legion. Belobog was all that remained. The steadfast architects built this city. Under the protection of Klipoth, the preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
He's sure saying some weird stuff.
A marked change in tone. It sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
Uh-huh. So why is he telling us all this?
You wanted to know.
We saw strange creatures outside the city. They must have come from a tear in corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silver Mane guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, but I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter. We're lacking in intel. We're here. This is Klipoth Fort, the heart of Belobog and headquarters of the architects. The saviors of humanity. Long before the arrival of the Eternal Freeze, the architects braved the doubts and derision of the people, never wavering from their construction of its defenses. History has proven that their decision was the correct one. The architects named this fortress after Klipoth, Eon of Preservation. Under their direction, humanity has withstood external enemy attacks and held off the Eternal Freeze. Even today, we resist the Fragmentum's corrosion. This fortress is also the residence of the Supreme Guardian.
The Supreme Guardian?
The leader of Belobog, elected and appointed by the architects. The Supreme Guardians have watched over this city for generations, sheltering the people from harm. The current Guardian is Madame Kakolia Rand. Every major strategic decision is issued by her.
Whoa, she sounds like a big deal.
I will now bring you to see Madame Kakolia. Please have your words at the ready. Her time is precious, so she prefers concise communication.
We're gonna see her right now? Can I at least find a place to freshen up first?
You've got some snow in your hair, but no one will notice.
I've dispatched a messenger to send word. Madame Cocolia will be aware of your arrival. Come with me.
But that's a meaningless sacrifice. How can you...
You may leave, Branya. Visitors have arrived.
Yes, Mother.
Madam Guardian, I have brought 3 outsiders to see you.
The messenger informed me. Well done, Gepard. You may leave. Welcome, visitors from beyond the Eternal Freeze. Or perhaps I should say, from beyond the sky, no? I am Cocolia Rand, Belobog's Supreme Guardian. I would be grateful if you could tell me why you have come. Do you wish me to doubt it? Or perhaps you're not confident in that identity yourself? No, I do not doubt it. I can see that you are not from this world. The architects remember the history well, else we should forget it. I know that in the distant past, before the Eternal Freeze descended or the Legion invaded, this world was once prosperous beyond measure. An eon connected our planet to other worlds, and we discovered the endless possibilities of the boundless universe. We also came to know of Klapoth, the Amber Lord. Under their attentive gaze, we built the city walls. So do not be surprised. For 700 years, the architects have received no further communication from the stars. But I knew of your existence. Tell me why you have come.
Do you think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about?
We came here for something known as a Stellaron.
A Stellaron?
Objects that fell from the blue on separate worlds. Their appearance spelled disaster. Many of the planets we visited have suffered their effects. You mentioned invasion by the Antimatter Legion. Soon after their arrival, this planet suffered the Eternal Freeze. At the same time, the phenomenon known as fragmentum space corrosion began to occur. Correct?
Correct.
Which is why the Antimatter Legion and Stellarons often show up together. Worlds seeded with Stellarons give birth to fragmentums. As for the Eternal Freeze, it must have been a product of the Stellaron, unique to the environment of your world. You can see us as kind-hearted interstellar public servants, lending a helping hand to any world affected by a Stellaron.
Your analysis of our current circumstances is clear. We have indeed suffered the disasters you speak of, some of which prove vexatious to us even today. But why should you care? Even if this Stellaron you speak of did bring about disaster, I fail to see its connection to you. I don't believe that anyone would go to such lengths to help a world unrelated to them. Unless they had something to gain.
You're right. Our reason for coming here is not purely selfless. If we don't seal the Stellaron, we cannot leave this planet.
If we can get rid of it, your world will be safer too.
You know how to seal the Stellaron.
We have the relevant means.
Very well, I believe you. If our present situation is truly the result of this so-called Stellaron, then your arrival is the hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I am willing to assist you in any way possible to help you locate the Stellaron. It's getting late, and you must be tired. I will arrange for you to stay in our most comfortable hotel. Rest there and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow at noon, I will dispatch someone to escort you here, and we can discuss this urgent matter in greater detail. It should be me thanking you, visitors from beyond the sky. I too need some time. I will go over our records for anything that may be connected to Stellarons. Please excuse me for not escorting you further. Of course, I understand. Do not worry. I have a way.
It seems that the Supreme Guardian holds you in high regard. I have received orders that your movements are no longer to be restricted.
She's the big shot! Definitely got that Queen of the Castle vibe going on. Oh, so cool!
I'm afraid I still have duties to attend to. I must return to my post. I hope you enjoy your stay in Belobog.
Wait! Can you recommend some sites? It's not that late. We want to take a look around.
Well, I'd say that Golden Theater and the History Museum are both worth a look. However, you'd need a pass to get into the museum. I recommend you visit Everwinter Monument first. It's Belobog's most symbolic landmark. And if you enjoy music, you could head to Neverwinter Workshop. You can sometimes catch an outdoor performance there. The artist is... you'll see. Oh, and if you're staying at Goethe Hotel, please avoid the alley that runs next to it. The one with Silvermane guards stationed there. It's started to be affected by corrosion recently, so it's been sealed off.
So the corrosion is inside the city. Well, that's a grave situation.
Yes, we're mounting a resistance as we speak. I must leave now. I hope all goes well for you.
Wow, look at the carved ice! It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look?
So let me introduce myself. I'm the intelligence officer for the Silvermane Guards, and a temporary guide for the A Journey Through Belobog's History program. My name is Pelageya Sergeyevna, but you can call me Pela.
Yes, Miss Pela.
And perhaps the grown-ups among us could refrain from acting like children. Okay, guys, take a look over here. This is Everwinter Monument. It was erected to commemorate the mighty architect. The architects are followers of the Aeon Klapat. It was they that foresaw crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization. Even today, they are still tending to the city. Everwinter Monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize the eternal freeze. These two symbols are bound together, the gear restricting the ice. It represents the unyielding spirit of the architects in the face of nature's barbarity. Any questions?
You know what I mean.
Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. wondering, you see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird. Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right? If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh wow, she's cool!
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district. Huh? What's wrong with that? Everyone around here knows the way I work. Ah! I figured it out! I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them? What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat. The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface. It's an ore, a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow. Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld. You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big connected disks. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time. I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything. Isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
No sweat. This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting. Great. Then let me give you a demonstration first. Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss.
Do you just say yes to everything?
I was only kidding. Just a joke. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right? I can't believe how close it is to the city center.
They hadn't identified it. I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back! This is your final warning.
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any...
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there. It sure is. But at least we're here. Once we seal the Stellaron, they can get back to the good life.
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of my way! Let me pass! Let me pass. I'm not afraid to die! I've lost everything. Everything.
So tired. I just want to put my head on a pillow and drift off. Seems like the first day of our trailblazing expeditions is always pretty eventful, huh, Danhung?
That's because you've got too much energy.
Wow, what a beautiful lobby! It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight. Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers!
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles. But check it out! Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful hotel, and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
That's not what I was going to say.
Alright, spit it out then.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade. Nope, she seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady. Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary. Well, there's no way he'd get past Danhung's sharp eyes.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word. Let's get some rest. We need to save our energy for the discussions tomorrow. Is there anything left to do? We're meeting the Guardian tomorrow. There won't be any time for sightseeing.
It was a long day today. All I need is a hot shower and a good night's sleep. Ah, you too.
Let's get to bed early and save our energy. I sense the next few days could be tiring.
Well, I'm off to my room then. Express lights off!
Who are you? What are you?
We are allies. Thousands of the guardians in generations.
What do you want?
To rebuild its giant world. To help you achieve your wish.
Hey, did you hear that?
There's a group of Silvermane guards at the entrance, and I don't think they're here to say hi.
If this is our escort, it's less friendly than I was expecting. I just have a feeling.
Let's go and meet them. We won't know until we're down there.
Hey, Commander Bronya is waiting for you all down below. Hurry up and go see her. And no tricks.
Are we in a lot of trouble? Huh? It's you. You were there at the fort.
I am Bronya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord in the Highest, and under order of Supreme Guardian Cocolia Rand, I hereby arrest the suspected infiltrators under the charge of plotting to incite rebellion. As agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith temporarily strip you of your freedom of action and speech. When you are tried by the adjudication panel, you will be given the opportunity to defend yourselves against the accusations. Resistance will prove futile. You must come with me.
Wait a minute. This isn't what we agreed. She said we were going to be escorted to discuss an urgent matter.
This is an orchestrated betrayal, obviously.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplices. Again. It seems like it's every third planet this happens.
That's because you always act without thinking. You never have a plan.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And got one! Downhung, the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Huh? Really? I just wanted to say something.
3 of a kind.
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
2 pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
They charged straight in!
Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just eager for death. It would seem that Mother's judgment was correct.
Should we report them as missing or deceased?
The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area. I must ascertain their fate with my own eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Eradicate all threats to Belobog security. That is what I must do.
Ha! See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom! Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes. It was a team effort.
We caught them by surprise. Nothing more. They'll be in pursuit soon enough. Let's follow the path. We need to guarantee our own safety before making any further plans.
So, what happened back there? Why did the Supreme Guardian send people to arrest us? Imagine launching a surprise attack when your enemy is fast asleep. The cheek!
That woman had a troubling aura. Our instincts were correct. Step aside. I have no interest.
My turn!
This is our chance.
I've no interest in conflict.
Just as my calculations predicted.
It doesn't seem like there's any way to open this gate. Ooh, check this mechanism out! Look familiar?
Yes. We saw one in Serval's workshop. We need to solve it before we run out of time. The guards are right on our heels.
Hardly a work of genius. SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
0 points. Your answers? Answer me.
Let's go.
don't see a switch for the gate. Over there!
There's a monster in the area. We'll need to deal with it first. Too late to repent.
I'm asking questions. Test.
Rules are made to be broken.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Wealth shouldn't be a hindrance to the pursuit of
Look out! She really caught up with us. Even had time to set up an ambush.
You dare underestimate me?
Even though it has suffered fragmentum corrosion, this is still part of Belobog. It was our home. The guards know this place like the back of their hand. Enough cat and mouse. Drop your weapons and come with me.
You're such a nuisance. Just what crime are we supposed to have committed again? It better be worth you following us all the way out here.
My orders are to arrest you. It is for the adjudication panel to present you with the nature and penalty of your alleged crimes.
You saw us yesterday. Do you remember? Madame Cocolia received us as honored guests. How can such a drastic change have occurred in the course of one night?
The Madam Guardian investigated your backgrounds. She summoned me last night to tell me that you had deceived her. Your identities and purpose here are counterfeit. You seek to overthrow the rule of the architects.
What a two-faced hag!
Publicly insulting the Supreme Guardian only elevates the seriousness of your crimes. Throw down your arms and surrender.
We're wasting our words, March. At least one thing is clear. We mustn't be caught.
Well, if there's no escape, then maybe it's time we gave them a taste of Astral Express medicine.
Fighting is meaningless.
Got the defense?
My turn!
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. I've no interest in...
Lady Bronya.
I'll handle these evildoers myself.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Fight with me.
Move carefully.
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Stay right there while I give you a present!
Let's make it quick.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Fail. Get out. points. Next.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now. The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Let's test your knowledge.
Told ya I could fight. With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's go.
Batter up! Rules are made to be broken!
I'm asking.
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present!
Let's make it quick.
Step aside. I have no...
Mediocre.
You can't run! Onward!
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Let's go.
Try that again!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Stop right there! You can't run!
I'm asking the... SAS per kip. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
0 points. Next.
Try that again!
Fail. Get out.
This is our chance.
Do you have... Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
This girl's pretty strong. Hey, Don Hung! Maybe now's a good time to show off your secret strength?
You first.
You're no fun.
Intruders, give it up. You will be guaranteed a fair trial.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the intensity of the moment.
What is this? I can't breathe.
I have one thing to say. Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
They will suffer, sacrifice, and die because of my order.
It is not death which frees them. They will be swept into the infancy of a new world.
What about the Underworlders? They will lose the protection of the Architects. They will see me as a tyrant.
You have witnessed the world we have promised. A temporary misunderstanding for an eternity of prosperity. We will honor your decision.
I understand.
come on, those toys of yours aren't that dangerous.
Then why hasn't he woken up yet?
Because he's sound asleep. Didn't you hear him sleep talking? Poor child. Sounded like a bad nightmare. Tell me the truth, Sampo. What are you gonna do about the overworld girl?
What am I gonna do about her? Why, wait for the opportunity and send her back, together with the rest of them, of course. Hey, come on, what's with the...
You're a bad liar, Sampo Koski.
What? I didn't mean to bring her along. The smoke was too dense. I was in a daze. Before I knew it, I'd somehow dragged her down here, too.
What are you up to, Sampo? Why do you insist on getting caught up in overworld affairs that have nothing to do with you? If it's a whole lot more attention from Wildfire you want, you're going about it the right way.
Hey now, Sampo Koski's primary concern is taking care of his friends. These guys scratched my back. How could I live with myself if I didn't scratch theirs? And another thing, where does Wildfire get off assuming that these fine folks won't come in useful to them, huh? I mean, you never know.
Which is why you've set them loose in the underground?
Come on, accidents happen. I'll have them rounded up in no time.
That girl... Get her back as soon as possible, then don't let her out of your sight. The underground has been sealed off for over 10 years now. The children won't even remember what overgrounders look like. If a girl in a Silvermane Guard uniform suddenly shows up, what would Wildfire do with her? What would they do with you?
All right, I get it. I'm setting off right now. I'll have to trouble you to look after them while I'm gone, ma'am.
Hey, sleepyhead. Looks like you're awake.